Hello, welcome to today's stream. It is a Saturday. It is March 16th, 2024. Wow. And today it will be a stream like no other stream that I've ever done, except for the fact it will also be identical to every other stream I've ever done. So wrap your mind around that. While you're doing that, I'm going to have a little Diet Coke with a lot of ice. I think I overdid the ice. Not, yeah, I messed up the mixture. Too much ice to Diet Coke ratio. I can't get them all right every time. You know what I mean? Still good. Cold. What's in the marketplace? Is it something free? New releases. Anything free? Marketplace. Doha City skyscrapers. Boy, you really have to find. Oh, check this out. What the heck is this? That's new. And this is the USA Modern Cities. Interesting. How many cities do you get? Dallas, Austin, San Diego, Houston. Okay, it's not that many. By the way, how's everyone doing today? Hope you're all having a lovely Saturday. I am. Yesterday I saw when Kelly came over and we saw Napoleon, the Joaquin Phoenix, directed by Ridley Scott. It was quite a show. I didn't misspell this. I'm just messing with my stream title here. What's it doing? Why is it doing that? Face cam only. Must have misclicked something. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, so what is? Yeah, I was looking at this here. Sorry, gaming. You can't really see it because it's obscured by me. So let's see it bigger. It's a blimp. I mean, I've seen a lot of different crafts. This is it a blimp or it's a zeppelin? It's not. So technically, it's a dirigible. It's rigid, with internal balloons. Wow. Okay. This is interesting. Now, $30 is a lot. We're gonna have to save up for that. But I kind of like the idea. It might be a vibe to like, just kind of go real slow over some of these places. Animated passengers, ambient sounds. Oh my goodness. Has a manual. It comes with a manual. All right, that's good. This is some interesting stuff. I'll put this on my wish list, or my future list, a list of things I'm interested in someday buying. Because yeah, I mean, this is special event in premium version. So is there also an even more expensive? Oh yeah! Wow. Hindenburg. Oh, fantastic! Wow, can you remember movies? Remember the Indiana Jones movies that takes place in the Hindenburg, and this is the main kind of room. Okay. Cruising speed 280 knots. That can't be right. By the way, you know what I'm saying, 280 knots. All right, here's a maximum speed of 67 knots. So I don't think the cruise speed could be 4 times the maximum speed. That's all right. I'll give that to them. There's some mistakes can be made in the details here. All right, we're gonna save up for this one though. I'm not gonna buy it right now. Oh wait, add to wish list. Excuse me. Add to my wish list. Okay. So just so I remember, because that's brand new. But $30, I don't spend $30 on a plane, that often. I try to spend more like 10 to 15 in flight simulator planes. Air show assistant. Wow. All right. Trending, platinum bestsellers. That looks like fun, but I don't know. I already got a lot of planes. I do want the F-17, F-117 someday. Is this on my wish list? Let's put this on my wish list. But not today. We got plenty of planes. Look, I already got too many planes. All right, so we're gonna have a flight simulator segment. If you're new to this channel or you're watching on the VOD on the YouTubes, the stream basically is the same every time. I spend a little time in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 in some kind of mission somewhere. By mission, I mean I start the plane up, we fly around, and we land. I usually spend about 55 minutes in that range playing Flight Simulator. Then we take a short break, and I come back and play live music on stream. That's right. You heard it correctly. Me playing live music. Yes, and we alternate between, I alternate between a guitar. Not we. Me and the Diet Coke alternate between guitar and piano. Yesterday was guitar, so today we're going to play the piano on stream. I'll bring that in. We're going to set up Ken's Lounge here. We're going to sing some songs. We're going to sing some James Taylor songs probably, because I've been doing that recently, getting into that. We're going to have a little Diet Coke. It's going to be a fun stream. Lasts about an hour and a half, hour and 45. A lot of people don't roll in until later in the stream, I've noticed, which is fine. That's typical of everybody's stream. It's like, I don't want to do anything interesting now because people aren't going to show up for the 10, 15 minutes. But, you know, this is always, we're just going to do the regular material. Right? First, we're going to pick a plane, and that's going to, well, you know, no hurry there. I'm sure there's something or some combination of plane and color scheme that we have not taken out. I guarantee you that, ever. You know, in many, many hundreds of streams, because there's a lot of possible combinations here. Let's see. Something we don't give a lot of love to? I don't know. Took the F-14 out. We could take like one of these little Cub Crafters out. They're fun to fly. They're easy. I mean, that's kind of fun to fly, I think. Or this jet's really fun. This little jet. I give it a lot of love, but I might have to give it some more love. Besides it, I think we have not flown it too much with this one. Okay. All right. This is the random Diet Coke inspired choice of aircraft today. Welcome to everybody who is watching my co-stream. By the way, I stream live on both YouTube Live and Twitch every day. I kind of the same thing. If you're on YouTube Live, you know, I'm watching the chat there, so you can chat there. And if you're on Twitch, we can chat there too, or you could just kind of hang out and watch the stream. It's all good. It doesn't affect me too much one way or another. All right, second part we have of every choice every day is where to go, and usually I've been trying to explore places in Europe that I normally would not have heard of. I don't know, like anything. I don't know. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of stuff going on in Europe, and I haven't seen anywhere near all of it. All right, we're going to start a cold plane, so we're going to go to the ramp small. This is one of my this is this fun Italian-made twin-engine jet. It just holds a very small jet, holds 2 people. I don't know, not very practical. I think it was designed, it says, oh, the gravity-fed fuel system will starve after 30 seconds of inverted flight. That seems like a challenge that I'd like to see. It kind of implies that that's correctly simulated in this game. I've never tried that. Inverted, it says, yeah, the fuel system, which is gravity-fed, meaning it has a kind of a carburetor. There's only 3 ever made of these airplanes, and we have one of them. Well, you know what I mean. All right, so first thing we're going to do is switch over to the, you can see I've got a little head-mounted flashlight. We're just going to make it daytime. wonder what the weather's like. I haven't checked. It may be awful. It looks fine. All right, afternoon flight. Looks beautiful. We are in northern Germany. It's north of Paderborn. I think. That's my feeling. What are those? It looks like those are little, those hold like kit planes or gliders or little planes or something in them. Interesting. I've never seen that trailer type before. Very interesting. Where is the runway? Boy, this is a tiny airport. I don't think I've ever taken off from here before. This is literally the airport. All right. Starting. Okay. Starting up. Battery on. These on. All these need to go on. I got to do this from here, I think, right? All right, yeah, we have to get the engines going to get the generators on. So, open up the fuel valves. We have these two little covered buttons. They're open. Engine master's on. Boost pump on. I think for both of them. And then we can turn the starter motor on. And you can see over here, the right engine is starting up. The left engine is just moving in the wind, but that's not a big problem. Very nice. And then we're going to start this motor. Wait. Yeah, okay, I think they're both going to start up. Panel lighting brightness, fine. Throttles. Speed brakes, which we'll need when we land. Oh, yeah. Probably turn that on. Parking brake is on. That's good. Test enunciations. Huh. Oh, yeah. We've got to turn a few other things on. Turn the DME on. Turn the altitude alerter on. We don't really need that, but, you know. And all these turn on like that. That. All right, perfecto. And believe it or not, oh, shoot, I didn't demonstrate the most important thing, which is that you can open up the cockpit. We'll taxi a bit with the cockpit open, you know. Then we'll put it down when we're getting ready to fly. It's a pretty craft, though. It's a gorgeous airplane. Parking brake off. Right. And let's call them up to tell them we're leaving. I don't know which direction I'm supposed to go, so we'll go for the straight out.
Echo Delta Lima Oscar traffic KENSH 9999er taking off runway 22 straight out departure.
Right, parking brakes off. All right, let's get a little power here. We should start moving. Don't worry about that person. They're fine. I think it's got to be out this way. Yeah, it is. But boy, it's a little field we're going, which is fine. We do not need much of a runway. Oh yeah, just getting out of here. If you were a bigger plane than this, you wouldn't be able to. You'd be hitting the sides there with your wings, and you'd die. Like the ornithopter wouldn't make it out. Well, it doesn't anyway. Too big. Okay, so it wants us to go this way. And out this way. Where is the runway? That's what it looks like from here. Do we have the light? No, we can't see that. Can't see her. Just keep in the middle of this path here. Where is it saying the end of the runway is? Down there? Or why don't we go down there? We really do not have to go there. We can go here. We started off at a weird part of that, like a hidden part of this airport. It's like the airport can't be this tiny. Why would you, you know? And it's not. There's a whole other section of it. That's kind of interesting. I've never started off here before, but no, there's a whole huge section. We were not in the airport. We were just on some little annex there. Like maybe a little private section. But yeah, and I don't know what all these little things are for. This is the runway here. Somewhere. Okay, yeah, that's the runway. Well, we're right in the middle of it. So we'll go down this way. We'll be off in a second or two. Do some prep work when we get to the end there. We're going to come down here and take off, I guess, in the northeast direction. I'm not sure. I'm going to have to take a short break to go to Google Maps and find out where we are. EDLO. Did it give us a city name? I don't think it did. Whoop, too fast. Alright, we're ready to go. Halt. Halt, 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 halt. Flaps. We gotta close the cockpit. Cannot take off in this particular situation. Cannot take off until we do that. Comes in around us. That makes it a little bit more easy. And we're going to announce a takeoff. I guess we'll be heading basically, let's say north here.
Echo Delta Lima Oscar traffic KENSH 9er taking off runway 22 north departure.
Oh yeah, and flaps to about 6% there, about a third. But no problem taking off. This plane has plenty of power. 2 jets. It's a jet power plane. It takes a little while to get the power, full power going up. Let's just get it spooled up here. So you're at 100% torque. 102%. It's called over torqued. It's for takeoff. 103. And we'll just come smoothly off the runway there. Whoa, that was good. Stall warning, but we're fine. Gear up. And flaps you can start pulling the flaps up too. Where are we? Okay, we're heading north. We're over here. There's some stuff going on here, which I really want to see if I can find on the map. Yeah, once you get some speed, Oberlinghausen. What is that? Hold on. Okay, we're going to go to the maps here, and I'm going to see if I can do some location checking. For example, to Oberlinghausen, Germany, and there's the Flugplatz Oberlinghausen, which is where we took off from. Very good. Okay, so what is the nearest field? Bielefeld. Hanover. Okay, Hanover is kind of the largest. We're between Dortmund and Hanover. Both sound interesting. We can get to either one of them because we're in a fast plane. I think we should head southwest to Dortmund, or west to Munster, because then you get, Dortmund, Essen, Dusseldorf, kind of in the middle of nowhere, or northeast to Hanover. The choices. We'll go west to Munster, which is in this direction over here. West. Let's say like this direction should be good. So we'll be kind of flying over rural Germany. That's always fun to try to say, especially when you had a few Diet Cokes in you. Okay, backing off on the engines. We're going to get some altitude because we're going to go a distance here. And jets are much more efficient at altitude compared to piston planes, which don't have effectively the automatic turbocharging effect that jet engines do. You can see there in the back there's kind of these ducts there. So the jets are all the way in the back of the plane. But there's 2 small ones in there. It's a pretty cool plane for sure. As again, I think they made 2 or 3 of them, but why would they make a lot of them? It just holds a pilot and one other person, and barely any luggage. It's barely any room for luggage or anything. And it's an expensive jet. You could have a much cheaper actual propeller plane that could get you there too. It's just not going to be a cool Italian jet. So it's a rich person's toy. But hey, we get to enjoy the spoils of it in Microsoft Flight Simulator. What's under there? Gear extension system. Anything good here? What's that there? And then,
Sorry, I'm not sure about
I wasn't talking to you. Okay, start out. Okay, we want to start leveling off. What were we at? 5,000 feet. Okay, we can start leveling off. In fact, I'm going to do what I rarely do, which is invoke the autopilot. Or does it have one? Come to think of it. Yeah, we don't need one. I think it doesn't now I think of it. It should be on. It's a transponder though, it's not autopilot. Yeah, that's cool. I didn't remember that. What's this here, by the way? Landing gear indicator lights. Okay. Good to know. It does not have an autopilot, which is good because I never use them. Okay, unless I want to go over some major distance, which we don't really need. We can always trim. All right. Gütersloh. That's another airfield. That should give us a clue where we are, though. Yeah, so we want to go a little to the northeast to get to Munster, which I also haven't been to. There's a lot of places in Germany that I have not flown over, by the way. Probably think I've been everywhere in Europe, but especially not Europe. It looks cloudy over there, which is kind of where the Essen-Dusseldorf area is. So we're gonna, I think where we're heading kind of more towards Munster. It's a ways. We'll get there. It'll be a nice flight. We'll start getting some speed up here. It doesn't have, what are these things for, by the way? Where? Oh gosh, I remember I was supposed to do something. Okay, so I was reading the little notes and when you come up about the plane, and now I remember that. I was, gosh, there's something I was forgetting. Now that we're out at altitude, first of all, Diet Coke. What I was forgetting is that it said if you fly inverted for 30 seconds, it will starve the fuel. It will starve the fuel system. Your engines will start to turn off. And it says, watch your annunciator panel. Well, the annunciator panel is here. It's up here. So, in other words, up here it'll say things like generator. Oh, okay. Engine fire warning light, generator warning light, oil pressure warning light, fuel pressure warning light, right? Normal, blah blah blah. Warning lights. So these pressure warning lights should start coming on, right? And there's a low pressure warning and a high. There's a low and a high. Interesting. All right, let's see if it can do that. Now that we're at speed, what we're going to do is we're going to fly inverted. Oops, we're going to fly inverted. It's a little tricky to do from this position. It's easier to do from here. which is where we want to watch anyway. It's not that easy to do. Just relax. I'll figure it out. We're going to get it. Okay, we fly like that. There we go. Okay. Now we're inverted. We have to stay this way for 60. It says, I think it's 30 seconds. We're inverted. This is what it looks like from here. It's really hard to do from the outside because the controls are suddenly reversed. It's not that hard to do from here. We don't want to climb or lose too much altitude. That's fine. All right. What I'm waiting for is after 30 seconds of this, it says the fuel system is gravity fed. Now, why you'd want to do this, I don't know. The fuel system is gravity fed, and the engine should start to go out. They're right now at 89%. Okay. Light came on. The low one, the low warning. Look at all these warning lights that just came on. That's so cool. Low pressure warning, generator warning light. My engines are going down to nothing. They're at 32%. They're doing, it's bad. This is bad. This is great. I love this. So what it's basically saying is, yep, we're modeling the fact that your engines just failed due to the fact that you've been flying upside down for too long. Now, we should be able to restart by using the starters. Right? Because everything else is on, right? Oh, we should be able to turn these on too, right? Maybe not. All right. So we're going to have to restart what? Hold on. Oh, we got to turn the masters on. Okay. Open on. And then we can... Whoops. Got it. That's right, Mom. And then we can turn these on. Right? Alright, now we should start getting our engines back on. That was interesting. Okay, so it said in the game, as we were loading on, it said if you... our engines are starting up fine. We'll be fine. We want to go this way, though. And there our engines go, full speed, full power again. Oh, and all our lights came off. So what happened was we flew upside down for 30 seconds. It starved the engines of fuel, as predicted. We're gonna check out Munster from a lower altitude. Munster, and we're gonna see if we can see any of their famous cheese that they make there from the air. We won't. Oh, it's like some fun, like wind turbines. But gosh, Germany, the countryside of Germany is really pretty. It's prettier than the American countryside. I mean, that's how it is. It's just something about how it's just kind of laid out with these random things. In America, it'd just be more of a grid. Because, you know, for whatever reasons. Okay, that's Munster. So that's Everswinkel. We're flying above there. Oops. Slow down. Slowly roll. Alright, anyway, our engines are now running fine. 89%. Very good. Very good. That was really an interesting learning experience. Flying upside down and having the engines shut down. And then you do have to restart them. Alright, so Munster, I believe the airport is probably closer to us. It's hard to tell. I'm thinking it is. Let me see if I find where the airport is. But this will be an interesting city tour. We didn't start too close to here for some strange reason, but that's life. It's a ways up. And this plane is slippery. Once it gets going, boy, 231, very fast. It really starts moving. which is nice. I mean, it does. The difference between this and a propeller plane is definitely speed. Okay, Onsebrück Airport. Let me look up Onsebrück here. Osnabrück, excuse me. Okay. Where's that airport? We're Northwest Germany. Okay, that tells me that. Well, we almost overspeeded and died. That's not good. There's the airport. So it's south of the airport. So, oh, okay. Osnabrück is north. Munster is kind of northeast, and Munster's to the south of this airport. Okay, good to know. So we'll follow this kind of road down there. It's a road, and it's a kind of river. And then we'll go to Munster. Check it out. And we'll probably land right around here, at this airport here. It's the closest major field. But let's see the city first. If there is one. Well, I mean, I know there's one. Alright, now lose some altitude here. Get the engines down so we don't overspeed. Still pretty high up. What are we at? 7,000 feet. Now we want to be doing like 2,000 feet. We're going to lose some altitude here. And then we'll do a short tour of Münster in Germany. The home of Münsters Inc. That's where they make electrical power by scaring little children. It's right around here, I'm pretty sure. How's everyone doing today? A little Diet Coke, maybe. So today's music segment I'm excited about for no particular reason. Yesterday's I was too. We'll have to see how it goes. You know, technical issues, camera freezes. Oh, I have that new headset. It's not new. It's an old headset, but I'm using it on the stream for the first time. And I just love flying this plane. All right. Munster, yes. So this is it here. We're coming up here. I kind of see Munster Altstadt. And we're going to see some interesting kind of features as we get closer. Why are we going up? We want to go down. For example, the Münster Cathedral. Oh, it looks like we're too high up. There's already, we can see a stadium maybe. No, that's not a stadium. We'll find the stadiums. It's Germany. There's going to be stadiums. I don't think that one is, though, right there. I could be wrong. Oh, we're overspeeding. Overspeeding. We're going to die. I might have to put my air brakes out here. Speed brakes. Overspeed warning. Because we'll have to turn around now to see the cathedral. Speed brakes. This way we can lose some... and plus, this feature here, that's a star fort with a moat. I believe that 5... We'll figure that out. Okay, speed brakes off. But yeah. We almost overspeeded, but now we're not going at nice and slow speed. That's good. Yeah, I can see this on the map. There's a cafe in there. We'll figure what this is. But that basically is, that cathedral is literally the kind of the geographic center of Munster. But then it's also got this, it's got this kind of lake. Well, I guess it is a lake. It's kind of a lake. But I'm going to kind of slow down over here. Put some flaps down. That'll allow us to travel a little slower. We'll still get some lift going. Yeah, this isn't as realistic as I would hope. Where he keeps redrawing it. Looks like there's some competing geographical databases going on here. You know what I'm saying? But what does it look like from here, from the map? It's Westfälisch Wilhelms Universität Münster. I'm gonna say it's the University of Munster. Right there. Okay, so this building's here, and this is Botanical Gardens of the University of Munster. So I think within this area here, and maybe that's the reason why it's not well drawn out, is because it's specifically a university that maybe, I don't know, didn't want to be, I don't know, interesting. And then there's this here. So this beautiful model here is the cathedral that they pointed out as a beautiful day today. I like how they kind of all those old row houses kind of, and they all kind of pay homage to it in a way. That'd be the cathedral, and then the other side over here, there's another one, kind of cool. There's more down there, and I think the university is over here, of Munster, and that's where everyone learns how to make the Munster cheese. We'll check out the tower too. Oh, let's go up. Let's go back to the parade. Quite a few cathedrals you can see there. There's not just one. Further up. All right, back in the plane. Back in the plane. All right, we're back in the plane. Back in the plane. Safely in the plane. All right, let's get going. All right, there's a tower, an observation tower. Now we must check out any possible observation towers. That is a power plant there, or where they burn the. They burn the. Burn waste for power and heat. Is this a smokestack, or an observation tower of some kind? I didn't know the flaps had auto mode. Apparently they go on automatically. This is an observation tower. All right, we're gonna read up a little bit on the old Google. The old Google Maps. How tall is it? How good is the restaurant up there? It's obviously a revolving one. Let's just check it out. Okay, so we traveled east, right? Okay, so there's there. See if I can figure out where this tower is. And there's the tower, but where is it relative to... Okay, which direction am I traveling? East. So it came from the west. Yeah, that doesn't help me too much, though. Not this, is it? No apartment. Where would it be? It's got to be closer in. Well, I don't see it on my map right now. I think it should be right around there, and I don't see it. Maybe it's in here somewhere. Let me just look up tower here. See if it tells me. No. I'd have to know the German word for tower. Alright, maybe we fly around a little more. We can figure out where we are. We'll figure it out. I just don't like to stay still for too long. Okay. So yeah, so that river comes down and kind of points at it. Ah, that's going to help. Not that. Oh, I think it might be in here. No? No? It is this. Okay, it's the Fernmildeturm Munster. I just wanted to find out about this tower here a little bit. Television tower that is unfortunately not open to the public. A tower restaurant or a bungee platform would be ideal there. Blah, blah, blah. So you cannot, it is not a tourist thing. Not intended to the public. There's no restaurant up there or a viewing platform. Boo. Boo, you jerks. That seems like a waste of opportunity. Obviously, you have a, you know, an observation platform. All right, we're going to fly back over downtown Munster. I mean, not downtown, but you get the point. Central. I always like to check out the train. It looks like a train station is going to be there. Where is the stadium? I mean, I see it on the map, on the Google map. I think it's down... Oof. Where is it? Okay, let me just check again on the maps. Google Maps. Where is the stadium? Yeah, it's kind of to the south. I think we're heading the right direction here. I think it's down this way. But we'll see. Maybe in there somewhere. It looks like kind of a financial district. The old town is back here, surrounding that old cathedral, which I imagine is... I'll tell you in a second how old it is, but it's old. Yeah, some kind of sporting something going on over here. Let's see, stadium, but there's a fields. Pretty. I like it. Never flown over here that I recall. Means nothing at all, but you know what I mean. It's not something I would have commonly flown over. I just kind of pick random points on the map of Europe these days without particular thought to whether either I've been there or not or what or anything else. And which is good because I don't want to have to put too much thought to these streams, honestly. And besides, it's a vibe. This is a vibe. I like it. All right, well, let's head to that airport I mentioned. Let's land at the big airport because I think this little airport's not going to be good for us. All right, let's get the engines going. What if my flaps up for some reason? Hello. Oh, it's frozen. It's fine. It'll be fine. Happens. It does. That's okay. The speed brakes are definitely off. In a year. We'll fly a little bit higher over Munster there. Okay, now we can move the flaps, which is nice. Alright, and we're going to go back up to this international airport that serves this region. Checking out the train system again, kind of how it comes in there. And this, again, that star-shaped is the university. It's just interesting how it's lower res than everything, by quite a bit than everything around it. It's always like, maybe somebody else in the game charges for a good quality render of that, and so they want to make the default one look really terrible. That's what I usually kind of think. It's like a money issue when you see part of the city is just like not rendered. They're just perfectly generic models. All right, let's call them up and see if they'll what they have to say about this.
Tower KNSH 9er is 9 miles south, 3,800 feet with whiskey to land.
Niner Tower. Altimeter 30 decimal, 21 wind, 257 at 4. Take left traffic runway 25.
Okay, traffic 25. So
Fly left downwind runway 25 KNSH 9er.
all right, we're gonna fly around the airport and then come back. Oh, no problem. Thank you. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. How are you doing? It's basically been a pretty typical stream. I like flying this little jet around. It just gives me a little thrill. We started off in near north of Paderborn, Germany, northwest Germany, and I ended up thinking, well, let's go to Munster. It's not far. Munster's kind of the biggest city, one of the biggest cities in northwest Germany. And it's nice. It was nice. It was nice. They had some cathedrals. They had an observation tower. Pretty typical. And, you know, it's 45 minutes in. And almost 50 minutes in. So we're going to land. We're going to walk around the plane a little bit. Hopefully we'll land, you know. Don't want to take anything for granted here. And then I'll start the music stream today. The music stream will be keyboards. Because yesterday was a guitar, and we alternate. So yeah, it'll, you haven't missed really anything. If you like the music part, let me put it that way. We'll be starting them. I'm going to take my little 5-minute break, get my piano, we'll ring it in here. So the runway is here, but we're landing from the other direction. So we're going to kind of make a turn around the airport here. And when we get around kind of where they want us to be, it'll give us a clearance. It'll say clearance. But, so this is actually the big airport in Munster. It looks pretty small. I don't know if it's the biggest one, come to think of it. Maybe there's a bigger airport. I don't know. That would not be. Maybe it's not the biggest airport. Anyway, it's big enough that we can land there, that's for sure. Nice long. It's got jets and stuff, so, yeah. Alright, as we come around this direction, in about 15 seconds, they're going to give us clearance. And then I'm going to show you the one thing about this. I have tax preparation music. Yes, all of my music is tax preparation music. You know, it's designed to de-stress you, to make you go, oh, this is okay. It'll all be okay. I don't know. There we go. 15 seconds, clearance. And the most important thing about landing this plane is it is too slick and too fast to land without those speed brakes. And I'm not talking about the flaps. I'm talking about the speed brakes that you set here. So as soon as we start establishing a landing pattern into that runway right there, we're going to have to make a few turns. We got to get our speed brake, because even putting the engine at 0, you'll still be too fast. Okay, trim to 0 in anticipation of landing. Trim is always where you want it. We can start putting flaps down just a little bit. Thinking we're still pretty high up. Okay, we won't lose some altitude here. Okay, we're gonna make this turn. Engine's low, and as we do, I'm gonna start putting speed brakes on to we'll put them to about 50% right now. So you see them at the back of the wings. That's the speed brakes, and then the flaps are in the inner part, and the flaps are in the outer part. But working together, they make the wing work a lot better at slower speeds, and also induce a lot of drag. In other words, which is what you need to slow down. And then we can put the gear out. I think we're that close. We're that close to the airport, and we will need them. Okay, because we're using the speed brakes and the flaps, we want to actually keep the engines spooled up. Make sure we have enough power. That's what it looks like from here. We're gonna be landing into the sun a bit, but that's fine. All right, we're 3 miles out. The only thing we need to do now is, as we get closer, we're going to increase our flaps from the current 6 degree to further. And sometimes at this point, I even want to, because we do want to land slow, so we're going to speed brakes up to about 70%. You could really do speed brakes full. I don't think we'll need them here, because we do want to land at around 90 knots. So I'm going to start bringing the flaps up here. Engines down. Flaps just about to all the way. 15 degrees is good. Yeah, we will probably want to put our speed brakes up to full. That'll give full speed, so you can see they're really out there in the back of the wing there. That will allow us to slow down enough to land without bouncing too hard. And that's what it looks like from here. It's a little jerky, but we're not getting too bad. We got those 4 lights at the end of the runway are the glide slope, the visual glide slope indicator lights. 4 lights is what you want to see. I like the lighting system. We just got a warning, altitude warning, which is good. We're at 111, 112, 109. Without the speed brakes out, you'd be so fast. You'd be going so fast. You wouldn't be able to land on any runway. And you certainly wouldn't be able to do it nice and fast at a decent slow speed. Yep, a little bit of bounce there. Not too bad though. 84, because any slower than that we would have stalled out. There's no speed brakes, but it has very, very powerful normal brakes. And meanwhile, we can put our flaps back. And, that's not what I wanted. Put the speed brakes back in. Open up the canopy because we want to get some air. Why did I do that? Turn the tower. I did not want that. Turn the tower. Acknowledge ground hand up. That's what I was supposed to do.
121.88 KENSH 9999. Goodbye.
And that was a nice flight. It was, yeah. You know, I do tend to bounce. Bouncing, okay, the only way to avoid bouncing is to literally land within a few knots of the optimal speed. Any faster, and just about every plane will bounce, including jetliners, the smallest planes. So knowing your optimal landing speed, and it's different for every plane, and it's different based on where the flaps are and the speed brakes are. So it's basically just an experience thing. Let's just land. This is Parker here. This is obviously a perfect parking spot. All right, we don't have reversers. We don't need them. Are my landing lights on? What? Yeah, I think I turned off. So are these the lights here? Strobe lights. Now, oh yeah, we don't want those on. We don't need this on. We don't need those on. All right, that was fun. Okay, let's turn it off. Why do I have 2 male pilots this time? That's my normal. The models change. Those models change randomly. Maybe it's a bug. That's not the one. Parking brake is on. Right. So the reverse procedure to turn them off is to turn off the fuel pumps, turn off your engine masters, open up both of these and close your fuel valves, of course. Turn off the battery master. Everything goes off here. Is there an 80? Right, we turn this. It doesn't matter, but yeah, okay, and that's what that looks like. Yeah, both engines are off. I don't know why it's still. Yeah, now that they're off, that heat should be turned off. Right? It's showing one of the engines on. Because these engine masters are on? No. Am I not turning off the engines correctly? I think they're showing it off. I think it's a bug. But the generators are off too. And the fuel valves are closed. Yeah, I don't know why we're hearing something. Yeah, it's a weird bug. It thinks my left engine is on. Engine number 1. Showing 54%. But I shut it down. I turn on the battery master. Oh, it's interesting. The battery has to be on when you turn off the engine. Okay, I can open that again. That happens all. Okay, now it's showing both engines off. I was just concerned why it was showing. Yeah, we should definitely do a little digging. Why it was showing one of the engines on, whether it's a bug or whether I left one of the engines on, and it says, yeah, you got to have the battery on to turn the engine off, and I turned it in the wrong order. It's good though. It's a beautiful sunset in Munster, Germany, and yeah, that's where we're leaving off today's flight. It's one of my favorite planes, though. There's something about it. especially when you're landing and you have to slow down with those speed brakes, and it starts performing differently. So it keeps my interest, that's for sure. I always thought, because a heading bug, right? I always thought, well, it must have an autopilot. But every time I look around, I remember, no, there's no autopilot control, so it doesn't have one. What is that? Does it have anything there? Yeah, that's just brightness. Yeah, that's just for the engines, clock. Okay, all right. That means, though, we're going to move on to the second half. I do want to get to playing my little 1 day 4 minutes for Faith. Yeah, well, that's good, because all she was doing was, it was the as I mentioned, it was the implied nudity due to wearing completely perfectly flesh-colored and form-fitting stretch pants. Man, she looks good in those. I'm not saying, I don't want to get too excited about it. But, it's like you look a couple of times before you make sure, like, oh, she actually is wearing clothes. Because, like, there's no, like, wrinkles, you know what I mean? There's no evidence that it's clothing. and they specifically have a rule. It doesn't matter whether you're wearing clothes or not. If you're implying that you're nude, that's wrong. That they did ban that. And I think that's reasonable. Because a lot of people were doing things where they would just have, the girls would have they'd have a bandana top on, and they'd just be showing them from the top up, and so you wouldn't see anything that indicated they were wearing clothes or not. But they were wearing clothes, but you just couldn't see them. That's implied nudity. So I think that the clothes that look exactly like your skin color are what they're trying to do. But the thing is, they're very vague about it. The people who get these bans just say, just inappropriate attire. That's all. They don't get us that specific. They don't say, oh yeah, inappropriate attire because it was implied nudity because the leggings you were wearing were, and the band. Yeah, a good point. I don't think it's the band as much as the implied nudity, but who knows? But the point is, for implied nudity, 1 day should be fine. You know what I mean? Because they've said, they've kind of said it's not. She had the sexual tags on, so I think, you know what I mean. Personally, I don't think you should get banned at all. I know for a fact she had the tags on. I always check that. She had the sexual themes tag on. So I'm always wondering, well, what does that mean? Why do you get it? How do you, what is it? If that doesn't affect whether you are, and it doesn't. If you read the terms of service, it doesn't matter whether you're in the sexual themes or not. That's just telling people whether you're going to be on the homepage and whether advertisers can advertise on you. But it doesn't say whether you can do anything different with your attire. It doesn't say, oh, well, if your sexual themes on, you could do more stuff. Well, there is some stuff, it says in the thing specifically. But it's not what you think. And it's not about related to attire. Anyway, even they don't know that kind of stuff. What's the difference between the standards of clothing based on whether you have the sexual themes tag turned on or not? Anyway, I'm glad Faith is unbagged. She's pretty cool, actually. Let me get my keyboard in. It's gonna take about 5 minutes. That's why. Yes, that's what's underrated. People are always thinking Twitch is just conservative. No, it's the advertisers who are conservative, and I practically guarantee you, every single time somebody's banned, it was because an advertiser complained about being on their being associated with that stream. Yeah, like Diet Coke, like, are they going to ban me because they're like, no, we don't want to be associated with that Kench guy. That Kench guy. Okay, seriously, we'll talk more when I get my. When am I going to be like 5 minutes? I promise. Bow. Checking my mic. Okay. So today is the second and probably last day I'm going to use this setup of this microphone and this microphone here. Not the one I normally use. I switched over. I muted that one. And the thing is, I got to get this mic pretty close to me to get it to respond correctly to my mouth. But at least it will stay there once I get it in the right position, right? This microphone and this headset, I believe, are used by professional sportscasters, that kind of thing. It's and recording studios. It's not typically used by streamers. For one thing, it has a dynamic mic that has an XLR interface, which most people don't really have a lot of those. I'm trying to check my levels here. Look okay. Check 1, check 2. What's the big downside of this? Heavy. Not that comfortable. I gotta wear it for like an hour. The other ones I have, those Tascams I'm getting replaced today. So lightweight. Cheap and lightweight. I just broke the cord, you know. For a little day, a little improvisation. Welcome to the lounge today. Relax, have a drink. It's Saturday. Diet Coke even. Sure, why not? center. Somewhere in there. I'm just warming up a little bit here. Just kind of get warmed up. Ah. Close. Rough. I sing that song sometimes. Toss a coin to your witcher. Y-E-R for your. How you doing, first time chatter? Good to see you. Come by. Just want to remind people we do stop occasionally to do the Diet Coke thing. I'm running low, but I got more in the fridge, so don't worry about that. What do I got here? I want to bring up the lyrics from Mad World, Gary Jules. Gary Jules. It's the same as the other Mad lyrics. I don't think Gary Jules changed it. He just has a more famous version. All around me are familiar faces, worn out faces, places, worn out faces. Bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I'd ever had. I find it hard to tell you, find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Hello teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Looked right through me, looked right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. Dreams in which I'm dying are the best I'd ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. People run in circles, it's a very, very mad world. Mad world. Guarding your world. Mad world. I like that song. I don't mind doing that song. Which Donnie has requested a couple times. I was really pleased I was able to do. We had a request earlier today on the stream. They wanted to play The Wind, Cat Stevens. And I'm like, I haven't even played that in a while. And I had to go through a couple run-throughs, but The Wind sounded great. I'm going to play that on my guitar segment tomorrow. I'll be playing that on the regular. It's a great Cat Stevens. It's better than Longer Boats, although Longer Boats is also Cat Stevens. Cheers. Cheermunguses. Oh, yeah, that's good stuff. Come on, guys. Get your Diet Coke. We advertise it here, but we don't get paid. A little ice, a little crunchy ice there. I like it that way. Oh, yeah. So cool. Especially in the summer. All times of the day. Excuse me, basically. Excuse me. Get back to the old plan here. Look at me. I'm as helpless as a kitten up a tree. And I might be, I think I'm clinging to a cloud I can't understand. I get misty just holding your hand. Walk my way, and 1,000 violins begin to play. Or it might be the sound of your hello, that music I hear. I get misty the moment you're near. You can say that you're leading me on, but it's just what I want you to do. Don't you notice how hopelessly I'm lost? That's why I'm following you. On my own, would I wander through this wonderland alone, never knowing my right foot from my left, my hat from my glove. I'm too misty and too much in love. That song is one of my two core songs for my lounge act. The other one, I'll do with my little accompaniment here.
1, 2, 5.
Little accompaniment from the Band in the Box feature. Goes like this. Band in a Box, me and the band. As I say, they're always happy to do that exactly the same way every time too. It's kind of cool. But I don't do too many other Band in a Box features. What should we do next? We'll do this one.
Okay, I want to do this other song I like to sing occasionally. This is the state song of my state. The state, every song has a state song. And this is the one of my particular state. It goes like this. We've been on the run, riding in the sun, looking out for number one. California, here we come, right back where we started from. Hustlers grab their guns, the shadow weighs a ton, driving down the 101. California, here we come, right back where we started from. California. On the stereo, listen as we go, nothing's gonna stop me now. California, here we come, right back where we started from. Pedal to the floor, thinking of the roar, gotta get us to the show. California, here we come, right back where we started from. California. California, here we come. California, well, California, here we come. California, well, California, here we come. That being the state song, also known as the OC theme song, the show, the OC, as you all remember. Okay, fine. All right, I'm going to do this song now because I like it. And with good reason. Switch a little electric piano mood. Get a little ready here. Do 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 do. Here he goes. Like goes like this. A little song about a spy. There's a man who leads a life of danger. With everyone he meets, well, he stays a stranger. Oh, with every move he makes, well, another chance he takes. Odds on he won't live to see tomorrow. Beware of pretty faces you may find. A pretty face can hide an evil mind. Oh, be careful what you say. Don't give yourself away. Odds on you won't live to see tomorrow. Well, secret agent man, secret agent man. Well, they give you a number and they taking away your name. They're stunning in the Riviera one day, then bleeding in a Bombay alley next day. Oh, don't let the wrong word slip when kissing persuasive lips. Odds on you won't have to see tomorrow. Well, secret agent man, secret agent man. Well, they give you a number and they taking away your name. Well, look out, agent man, secret agent man. This mysterious life you choose is a deadly game. Don't do it, man. Oh yeah, and in that theme, we'll do this one. Do some of these, a couple of these James Taylor songs I like to do. Handyman. Hey girls, gather round. Hey girls, okay, let me start over. I can do better. Hey girls, gather round. Listen to what I'm putting down. Hey baby, I'm your handyman. trying to use a pencil or rule. I'm handy with love and I'm no fool. I fix broken hearts, I know, but I truly can. If your broken heart should need repair, then I am the man to see. You whisper sweet things, you tell all your friends, they'll come running to me. Here is the main thing that I want to say. I'm busy 24 hours a day. I fix broken hearts, baby, I'm your handyman. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come, come. Yeah, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come, come. They'll come running to me. Here is the main thing that I want to say. I'm busy 24 hours a day. I fix broken hearts, baby, I'm your handyman. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come, come. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come, come. Yeah, yeah. Which is a good time for me to transition to some of these other James Taylors that I've been playing from the book. Specifically that Livingston Taylor song. I'm going to get that queued up here. I'm going to get that queued up in a second for you. Just take a second for it to rummage through my hard drives here. Voila. And let's see. Let's start with Going Around One More Time with Livingston Taylor. It goes a little like this. Let me get my pedals situated where I like them. Right, I go boom, boom. Very good. All right. Goes a little. There we go. Yeah, I like this. My heart had been broken, and I couldn't take no more. I shuttered tight my windows, and I bolted tight my door. That's when I took one look at you, and I nearly lost my mind. Now I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Yes, I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Betty was a little heartbreaker. It didn't quite work out. She did a number on my confidence. I was riddled with self-doubt. That's when I said I'm through, I quit. Then Juanita, she looked so fine. Now I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Yes, I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. Round and round in circles, hearts always the same. One moment you'd swear you'd had enough, the next you've got to know her name. All on my own, it wasn't that bad. I was getting by as I could get. Stopped into a drugstore for one pack of cigarettes. She didn't have a quarter, had to call her cousin Kate. Could I lend her maybe one thin dime? Now I'm going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. I'll be going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. See me going round, going round, going round, going around one more time. I like that one. I'm a little flat today. My voice is maybe a little tired. That's okay. I'm working on it. It's still working. Every month it gets a slight bit better. It's not where I want it to be yet. Here's another one I like to do. You can play the game, you can act out the part, but you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. What you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone? Once you tell somebody the way that you feel, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I like to do to you, shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. back to piano for a few minutes here. Then I'm going to quit for today. But good news, tomorrow will be another stream. Why not? And I'll be a lot like today's stream. Except for the musical segment will be me playing the guitar, the Killer songs, and we playing a little Sister Hazel. Gotta feel like hell tonight. You're welcome, Dan. Tears of rage you cannot lie. Be the last to help you understand. Are you strong enough to be my man? Dan, this is for you. This question is for you, Dan. Personally, from me to you. Nothing's true and nothing's right. So let me be alone tonight. You can't say change the way I am, but all the lyrics. Are you strong enough to be my man? Lie to me. I promise I'll believe. Lie to me, but please don't leave. Have a face I cannot show. I make the rules up as I go. Try and love me if you can. Will you be man enough to be my man? My man. Are you strong enough to be? When I've shown you that I just don't care, when I'm throwing punches in the air, when I'm broken down and I can't stand, will you be man enough to be my man? Dan, lie to me. I promise I'll believe. Lie to me, but please don't leave. Boy, that did not sound right to me. There's something about that did not sound right. But that's fine. Really, I know. Oh no, you're here at the end. You're here at the end. Well, guess what? Tomorrow will be another stream. You know what? And plus, you can rewind and watch this fascinating stream. I mean, I like the guitar streams better. Who am I talking to here even? But I'm going to do one last song. Don't worry, I'm going to do a couple. I'll do another song or two. What do we got here? We're going to do "Come Monday." I don't remember the lyrics. I do remember the lyrics, but I want them here. Dang! So we're working on taxes. Oh my God. My taxes, fortunately, do not take long. As a full-time employee, with basically, I don't declare the $50 or the $50 of income I get a year from Twitch, right? The rest of the income already has all the rest of the tax basically just a 1040, 1099, right, or whatever I get. And I only have one extra form to fill out. It really only takes 20 minutes, and then I get money back because they've been withholding plenty of money. So my tax, I do not need to complain about it, except for the fact that I'm lazy. But we don't like taxes, but I actually have the positive tax experience as a full-time employee. Yeah, especially anytime you're doing anything where you make money and it's not a typical 1099 job, it's a incredible pain in the ass. My friend Kelly was here, and she's like, oh, well, she just sold a house, and all of her income is hourly income from another company, and she sold the house, so she has to itemize all the money they put into it in order to avoid having paid huge taxes on the profit. It's a long her taxes are going to take months to do, trust me, or she'll get it into before she's got a box of receipts she's going through. My taxes take 10 minutes, so absolutely no, or 20 minutes. No complaints here. Jiffy Butt song. Oh, really? Right? Because you're self-employed. Effectively, that's tough in any country. But things like when I was self-employed, house rent comes off your taxes. That's a business expense. So, heading up to San Francisco for the Labor Day weekend show. I got my hush puppies on. I guess I never was meant for glitter rock and roll. Honey, I didn't know that I'd be missing you so. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely years in the brown. Spent 4 lonely days in the brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I'm distracted by you guys. It's been quite a summer. I'm just gonna do my song now. Rented cars and westbound trains. Now I'm off on vacation. Something you tried to explain. And darling, since I love you so, that's the reason I just let you go. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Yes, it's been quite a summer, excuse me. That much a part of me now. Remember that night in Montana when we said there's no room for doubt. I hope you're enjoying the scenery. I know it's pretty up there. We can go hiking on Tuesday. With you, I'd walk anywhere. California has worn me quite thin. I just can't wait to see you again. Come Monday, it'll be alright. Come Monday, I'll be holding you tight. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. I spent 4 lonely days in a brown LA haze, and I just want you back by my side. Oh, we're still got some Diet Coke left. I know. California has hefty taxes, but again, it's withheld, so I usually get a little money back from the state and from the federal government. And these days, they just direct deposit. It takes like 2 months. It's much less hassle than it used to be. So I'm actually not complaining about doing the taxes. It's been worse for me. When I worked at Microsoft and I sold stock and things like that, I had to calculate alternative minimum tax, basically do taxes twice and then pay them more. Oh, what a pain in the ass. I mean, it effectively means you wasted half the time doing your taxes because one of the forms you throw away. You use the AMT form. Oh my God, that was hellish. So they got rid of that. Anyway, so billionaires don't pay anything, but that's fine. That's fine. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I know you told me. I think I remember. Yes, I can make it now. The rain is gone. It's an easy song to play. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. know exactly right. Sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, there's nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. Oh, and it's gonna be a bright, bright sunshiny day. And it's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Hey, it's coming up on the 2-hour mark. I want to thank everyone. Sorry I can't do a longer show. 2 hours is a long time to actually be physically playing the piano. I was watching people who do music for long periods of time. Well, I'm gonna do this here. Face cam only. Switch to part 1. Automatically move me into position here. It's not physically moving any camera. It's just changing the pan setting. Thank you very much. Tomorrow will be another great stream or similar stream. So if you like this one, you might like tomorrow's as well. Before I go, I want to do the same thing I do. The reason is, as you guys may or may not know, maybe Dan, you know, but you got to be kind of a certain.
Yeah, as soon as I did that, I noticed you couldn't hear me more. I'm switching over microphones from the headset mic back to this mic here, so that I can. The Carol Burnett Show. My show is a lot like the Carol Burnett Show, in that she did a variety show, including singing and comedy, which I do, and audience interaction. She was famous for doing audience interaction. Yeah, I'll rate. Well, Bella doesn't let me rate her. Bella requires a minimum. I've tried rating Bella before, and it's like, you do not meet the minimum requirements for a channel to rate Bella. She doesn't want to be rated by little people like me. It's not personal. It's just I'm not big enough to rate Bella. But thank you for pointing that out. I will join Bella shortly with the sound off because it's asthma. As I was saying, a lot like Carol Burnett Show, blah, 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 except for Harvey Korman, Tim Conway, Lyle Wagner, and the incomparable Vicki Lawrence. You don't get any of those people, nor do you get Carol Burnett, but you get me doing the following. I'm so glad we had this time together just to have a laugh and sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. And she did this every single time. Bye, everybody. See you tomorrow, next time, whenever. Thank you very much. I enjoyed the stream, and it's always great to see my friends Dan and Mr. S'more and everyone else come by and say hi. I'm really starting to build a community that I look forward to at least saying hi to almost, at least a couple times a week. So I'm surprised and happy about that. And hey, all the tech worked today. All my cameras worked. Nothing fucked up too badly. So, that's a positive thing too. I'm going to put my little end on for about 30 seconds here, and I'm not going to raid anybody because I don't see anybody on that's small enough for me to raid. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, no tech fails. But it's all because I'm using this thing where I can automatically set my cameras exactly how I want them. I like it a little washed out like this. The background washed out. I mean, it's sunny today. If it was a cloudy day, it would be fine. But I'm not washed out, and I set the light levels very carefully to not wash me out, but not too dark. Anyway, we'll talk about it later. If you ever want to know how I do it, it took a while to get this setup going. Bye.